You might say Guy Ginta has a purple thumb when it comes to flowers and gardening.
When I was a little kid, for some reason, I don't know, 6, 7 years old, I used to get plants and I used to try to root them off of other plants and put them in water and watch the roots. So I just liked plants then, I remember.
That childhood love of flowers, especially lilacs, grew into a lifelong profession. He started a landscaping business, then took a position with the state, planting and landscaping along state highways. Guy is now the chairman of the Governor's Commission of Lilacs and Wildflowers.
We did landscaping along the highways, doing design work to put in, wherever new roadways were put in, we ended up putting landscape projects together to beautify the roadsides. And so wildflowers and lilacs just became my top part of what I wanted to do.
A self-described lilac nut, Guy is all about the color.
Whatever I buy is purple, purple, purple. Yeah, it's one of my, anytime I see someone, as long as I see purple on them right away, I say to myself, lilac color, I love it. So I had 3 vehicles with lilacs. I once had a 4th one with lilac with a plus sign, but I thought maybe I was overdoing it, so 3 is enough.
The first lilacs to arrive in the United States came through New Hampshire, from England to the Wentworth Coolidge Mansion in Portsmouth back in the 1700s. The lilac became the state flower in 1919.
And it's a hardy plant, strong plant, and I think that represents New Hampshire's people, strong and hardy, the granite state.
Guy took us on a road trip to the one New Hampshire community that prides itself on its lilacs, Rochester, otherwise known as, yes, the Lilac City. Some of the early lilacs had stopped blooming, but Guy knows his stuff. This lilac, known as Sensation, keeps its blossoms a bit longer. What's so unique about this particular lilac?
It's the fact that it has a white trim around every petal, which is just very, very rare and so beautiful. This trim always gets the oohs and ahs at all the people that see it, at garden clubs or whatever. They just love this plant.
The weather also keeps lilacs in bloom, especially a chilly spring.
We're well below normal, but I love them because it keeps them growing longer. If it was too hot and too humid, these would be all gone. And get early blooming varieties, the one with the common lilac that we're so familiar with, Syringa vulgaris, and then get the later blooming syringas. You can have lilacs that can bloom from early May through and into early June, mid-June most likely.
Guy and his wife, Marie, live on 180 acres in Sanborn. They have more than 20 varieties planted here, even a lilac tree, which is not the same as a typical shrub.
Not quite like the purple smell that we're used to, but it's a fragrance, and you'll know your lilac tree's in bloom.
Guy's advice, plant in spring, lots of sun, and don't forget to prune.
So you want to prune right after blossom, and you want to prune your larger stems over your younger stems.
Working for the state as a landscape specialist, Guy can't even begin to count how many flowers he's planted in parks and state highways.
You talk about every seed of every flower, my God, I wouldn't even be able to guess. Lilacs in the thousands, I would say, without easy to say that. Wildflowers, let's just put it this way, in the acres. We planted acres of wildflowers.
If enthusiasm could serve as plant food, Guy's lilacs would bloom all year long. This is his favorite quote from Dr. Owen Rogers of UNH.
When he asked the question, what was his favorite lilac, his comment was, the lilac I'm the closest to at the time. So in other words, I love them all.
Here in Fitzwilliam, we're at Rhododendron State Park. 16 acres of the Rhododendron maximus. That's the wild rhododendrons. They've been here since the Ice Age. These aren't the same shrubs that you plant in your yard.
This grove here is the largest grove in the Northeast.
Sue Terrell, along with Parker Bergholm, are with the Division of State Parks and work at the Rhododendron Park.
And if you look at these leaves right here, see how light they are and everything else like that? Yeah. That's actually sunburn.
These bright pink shrubs are the rhododendrons you plant in your yard. Very pretty, but not the real deal.
The rhododendrons in your yard that is kind of like a hybrid that they've bred to, you know, be able to flower in direct sunlight so that people can put them in their gardens and stuff. I mean, the rhododendrons here, you couldn't put in a garden because you need the shade, you need the pine trees.
Wild rhododendrons normally bloom in mid-July, but many flowered earlier this year because of last year's weather. Some are still flowering, some are budding, and many have already passed bloom.
This year we had a particularly dry fall, so not a lot of buds were formed, and as a result, the blossom hasn't been super extraordinary.
The Rhododendron Loop is a 0.6-mile trail that encircles the grove. Clusters of pink-white blossoms greet visitors. During peak times, creates a fragrant tunnel that visitors can follow. Folks will also see fallen trees and debris among the flowers, a result of violent storms.
With the ice storm, we had trees come down in the grove. You know, do you go in and clear them out and damage the rhododendrons more than they're already damaged, or do you leave, you know, the trees there to decompose and stuff like that? And, you know, most of the time we choose to leave them there to decompose.
Rhododendron State Park is the only botanical park in New Hampshire. As part of Little Monadnock, there are over 2,700 acres here, a peaceful place where folks can stop and take in this natural national treasure.